Okay. So do you mind spelling your first and last name?
Sure. Carolline. My last name is
And how do
Hackney.
you pronounce your last name?
Hackney.
Okay. And what's your position here?
So I'm a key holder,
Hmm.
and that basically just means that I have the keys to the store, and the key holder has to be present anytime the store is open. So I just keep the store open,
Hmm.
and I do like the cash register and all kinds of things.
And do you mind telling us a little bit more about what Bread and Roses Co-op is, what you all do?
Sure. So Bread and Roses is a all volunteer run grocery store,
Hmm.
food cooperative. Um, there are no paid positions, so I'm a key holder. I'm here today for 5 hours, and I'm not getting paid. I'm just volunteering to do it. Um, there's it's completely member owned, managed, and operated. So there are no owners. There's no bosses. Everyone who comes in here is free to do as they please. And it's based off the principle of mutual aid, which is basically, everyone puts in a little, everyone gets back a little. The trade-off for being a member is that on all products there's member and non-member prices. For instance, in produce, if you go to like a regular retailer such as Publix, Whole Foods, something like that, typical produce markup is about 60%. And what we do is for produce, for members, we mark up about 25%. And then for non-members, we'll mark up to 75%. So that's sort of how we balance that out. Um, that's basically it. We're completely democratically run. So whenever we have a decision that needs to be made in the co-op, we usually give it about 30 days at the ballot box, and people can just come and cast their vote, and that's how we make decisions. So it's really just an experiment in, community efficiency, and that's basically it. We always try to buy, of course, like natural, organic foods. We buy local when possible. We have a priority in ethics. So, for instance, at Whole Foods, you can get a product by this company called Cascadian Farms.
Okay.
And the product is totally organic, it's non-GMO, but it's, for example, owned by Kraft or General Mills or something. So, whereas that's okay to like most natural foods like retailers, they'll accept that because as long as the product itself is like healthy for you, they don't care who's backing it, who is profiting and benefiting from the sale of that product. So we sort of take it a step further and take into account, how are the workers being treated who are making the product, who's profiting, whose like wallets are we padding when we sell a product in the store. So we sort of just like take into account a lot of like ethical things, and that's the co-op.
When did you become a key holder? How long ago?
So I've been a key holder for a little bit over a year. Yeah, a little bit over a year. I don't know exactly when.
How did you hear about it? How did you even know to, become interested in holding the key?
Yeah, so actually, I guess I just knew about the co-op because this is sort of like the neighborhood that I grew up in.
Okay.
I've been going to All Saints Cafe, which is next door, for years, just because they're a vegan cafe, but they're open 24/7. So I've just always gone there. certain times a day. They're the only option. And there's also, I have friends that work there, so I've always like gone to All Saints, and I've gone to like First Fridays and Art Park, and you know, I've always been sort of like a part of the arts district. So that's, I guess, how I know Bread and Roses was here, is because it's just another part of this community. Yeah, and I don't know, I just came in and I agree with the principles of the co-op. I don't think you need a boss or a manager to function, to be efficient, productive. You know, and I like to eat natural foods and stuff like that. So that's,
I think it's amazing. I just feel like it's interesting to hear your story. I found it online, like I was telling you about, and I'm a student at FAMU, so I pass by here all the time, and I just think it's amazing just what you all do. And I came in here earlier and I'm looking at all the products and I fell in love. So I think it's great. And if somebody had an interest, aside from the website, do you all have like social media, or how can we contact you for someone who doesn't know?
Okay, so the best way actually to find out about anything going on with Bread and Roses, other than coming to the store, is to look us up on Facebook. Bread and Roses Food Cooperative has a Facebook page. You can like it, you can subscribe to it if you want to sort of keep up with what's going on. We post updates on events that we have in the co-op, and we also post sort of like a weekly produce update, because our produce just depends on the season, so we always try to keep people informed of like what we have in the store. I think we're also on Instagram, but that's probably less active than Facebook. And then we also have a website, which we're actually in the process of remodeling. It's a little bit outdated. So yeah, Facebook is the best way to get in touch. We also have meetings of the membership every first Monday of the month at 7 p.m. at the co-op. And so if anyone, you know, if you ever have a question, Mondays you'll find lots of members and you can ask any of them questions, and a lot of people who work on committees and stuff will be here. And so if you ever want to talk to someone in person, Mondays, first Mondays of the month, are always a really good time to come in and ask questions or get to know the people who work here.
Okay, thank you so much. You gave a lot of good information.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.